Water suddenly, hypersaline water suddenly started appearing in these ponds. Small amounts at first. It ramped up in May, and then by July we started seeing sick mangroves and sick gardens in the houses on the south side of St Kilda. By August, the trees on the common were dead, and all the gum trees in the gardens had dropped all their leaves, and the mangroves were seriously sick. Then the salt marsh as well started dying. Late September, after the Salisbury Council asked me what was happening and I put together a report for them, the Department of Mines and the Department for Environment and Water and the EPA and Coast Protection Board and the miner came for a trip around, and we found areas of frank leakage where you could hear the brine trickling out of the banks. There were areas where the surface of the salt marsh was orange, bright orange, with jarosite, which is an iron oxide, which is where the acidified brine had reached the surface and had brought iron oxide with it. And that had covered all of the surface through there. A lot of salt marsh was dead. Mangroves were dead until you reached a deep creek. A combination of measuring the salinity of the water that's in the pools and the creeks, and aerial imagery, which shows how quickly it developed. Geoscience Australia was able to track the death as occurring over just a few weeks. Right at this moment, we need to have the impact on the salt marshes and the mangroves stopping. And the only way that that can happen is for the brine to stop leaking out onto them. The tide can come back in across that area and leach all of the salts out of it so that we can start work helping the environment to regenerate itself. The people who can make that happen for us are the Department for Energy and Mining in South Australia.